Welcome back to the channel. We hope you're ready for another video where we crack down on the future superstars of our screens in the F1 world. Join us as we head, full throttle, into the 2023 F1 season. We all have our favourite drivers over the years, but who's ready to take the crown as the next Lewis Hamilton or the successor to the recently retired Sebastian Vettel? Nyck de Vries. Skirting round the block with his new and shiny AlphaTauri contract, Dutch racer Nyck de Vries is ready to show the world his talents on the highest stage of them all, making a name for himself in karting championships over the last decade. De Vries followed up his success by being crowned Formula 2 champion in 2019 and Formula E champion in 2021. After making an impressive debut at the Italian Grand Prix last year in a last-minute shock call-up for Williams, the 27-year-old driver has secured a deal with the Red Bull-owned racing team for the 2023 season, putting him in pole position to one day replace the likes of Sergio Perez and his fellow countryman Max Verstappen in the official Red Bull lineup. Logan Sargeant. After the move of Nyck de Vries from Williams to AlphaTauri, American-born racer Logan Sargeant takes center stage with Williams for the 2023 F1 season. Sargeant became the first American racer to compete since 2015, making his F1 debut in October 2022 at the Circuit of the Americas, so we're all eagerly anticipating the return of an American racer. With a rookie age of 21, it's hard to imagine the pressure that Sargeant faces as he takes on the weight of his country. This year he'll be racing for Williams alongside talented pro Alex Albon, who'll be motivated to change Williams' fortunes in 2023, following a disappointing season finish last year. Alex Albon. Speaking of the devil himself, let's get some background info on this upcoming star, Alex Albon. The 26-year-old is a Thai British racer who grew up in Ipswich, England, however, likes to flaunt his mother's roots by competing under the Thai flag. Whilst attending his Formula 2 class in 2018, Albon managed to shine amongst some of our new stars such as George Russell and Lando Norris. Unfortunately, Albon was pipped at the post by both Russell and Norris in the F2 season, resulting in him signing a deal with Nissan for the Formula E season. Luckily for him, Red Bull saw the potential and snapped him up for a chance in the big leagues under Toro Rosso for 2019. Since then, Albon managed a promotion to the main Red Bull outfit in a shock recall, but sadly lost his place mid-season, taking a year out. After much dedication and practice, the first F1 Thai driver since 1954 bagged himself a spot with Williams, where he now partners Logan Sargeant for what will be a thrilling duo. We can't wait to see how they get on. Niko Hulkenberg. One name on our list who you might remember is Niko Hulkenberg, not a newcomer, but a surprise feature in the 2023 season nonetheless. The 35-year-old has over a decade of experience under his belt, however, hasn't competed in F1 since 2019. Now he returns with big shoes to fill as he takes over from Mick Schumacher in the Haas hot seat. The German racer started off in 2010 with Williams before moving on to complete 2 spells at Force India, with successful seasons at Sauber and Renault as well. Despite having the record for the most amount of race wins without ever achieving a podium finish, Haas have trusted Hulkenberg to partner with 30-year-old Danish racer Kevin Magnussen as they look to find a first podium finish for the experienced Hulkenberg, who spent the last 3 years deputizing for racers who contracted COVID-19 for teams such as Racing Point and most recently Aston Martin, where he took over from Sebastian Vettel in the start of the 2022 campaign. He may not be the youngest driver on our list, but he's certainly one to fear, and we can't wait to have him back for the new season. Zhou Guanyu. Our penultimate upcoming racer on this list is Zhou Guanyu, the first ever Chinese-born driver to race in an F1 campaign. At just 23 years old, he's one of the most exciting newcomers we've seen in this new season, and the team at Alfa Romeo clearly agree. Guanyu is described as a humble character, and we can see him being adored by fans in the next few years. Zhou said that making it to Formula 1 last season was a dream come true, and the feeling of competing for the first time in a race will live with him forever. The Shanghai-born racer was discovered by Ferrari scouts in their driver's academy, where he would be tempted into a life of single-seater racing, European style. Last season, he was still some way away from his partner Valtteri Bottas, finding himself at 17th so far in the 2022 drivers' standings. But Alfa Romeo assure fans he's learning quickly from the team and from Bottas himself. We at the channel wish him good luck for the future. Oscar Piastri. Last but not least, a man who cooked up a storm in the media before even taking a place on the F1 grid. Oscar Piastri found himself caught up in a race of his own between Alpine and McLaren to obtain his signature for the 2023 F1 campaign. In July 2022, Piastri signed a deal with McLaren to replace fan favourite Daniel Ricciardo, without his current team, Alpine, even knowing about it. Alpine wanted to let their future star out on loan at Williams before trusting him behind the wheel. However, now Ricciardo is taking a backseat at his new role for Red Bull. It seems only right that the 21-year-old fellow Australian Piastri gets a go in the hot seat. This will be an interesting watch for sure. Keep an eye out for our chosen 5 in this next F1 season. Why not let us know in the comments how you think they'll get on in their new roles? Thanks for watching another video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Better still, if you want to see more videos on exciting F1 news, you can donate to us on the Buy Me a Coffee website. We promise you won't be disappointed. Until next time, goodbye.